It's the world-famous Frank Show. On 96.1 KLPX.
Wake up!
Frank's up. How about you?
Why, hey, Brad, why does it say that I bailed? It says here, happy Monday, by the way. It's the Frank Show. It says here, Top Chef recap and Frank bailing out. I don't know that I exactly bailed.
You exactly bailed.
No, I don't know that I did because I got permission to bail.
I don't know if you got permission. You got thanked for being there and for everything that you did.
But I also clarified before I bailed that I'd covered all my responsibilities.
Oh, yeah? What were those?
Exactly. I just made sure that I didn't leave too soon. I said, are you sure? And I was told, yeah, go for it. It's all good.
No. You didn't ask to leave, did you? Did Max say, yeah, you're free to go?
Listen.
Exactly.
It's not, I didn't bail because I didn't have any responsibilities.
Right. I mean, there was no purpose of you being there.
In other words, Saturday night at Casino del Sol was a huge event. It was the Top Chef Iron Chef competition.
Yeah, the biggest in years, apparently.
You got Chef Wendy from Chef Chic was her name?
Yes.
And
Wendy Gauthier.
Wendy Gauthier, and then Chef Brian was the other chef. And I believe it was Chef Wendy that won the event Saturday night.
Yeah, so the first time in Top Chef history.
Tucson Top Chef history, yeah.
Yeah, that a woman won.
I saw Wendy just before I bailed. And she came over and said hi, and I said break an egg and all that.
Yeah.
And she was super excited. So, yeah, I'm happy for Wendy that she won.
Yeah, congratulations, for sure.
So, listen, this event for the past decade plus has been a Mix FM event. Mm-hmm. Mix FM is now our sister station.
Yep.
So now we all get to participate in big events that they've been doing for years, and they get to participate in big events we've been doing for years. But because it's Iron Chef, KLPX hasn't ever been involved in it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see sweaty, chubby, greasy Frank from the morning show at some food event with the meat sweats. Nobody wants to see that.
I don't know. There's some people there that was excited to see that.
Well, there were some people there that said hi.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. That was super nice.
Right.
I met a dude that says we played golf together before, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, dude, he's buddies with Ray New.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember his first name. I'm going to have to get with you later because I want to hook up with that dude and try to play some golf with him.
Okay.
I met a bunch of people and shook a bunch of hands and had a bunch of food.
A bunch of people? Did you really meet a bunch? What constitutes a bunch?
I don't know, 6.
Okay.
6.
All right, that's good. Yeah, that's a bunch.
I like 6 people come up to me and say hi.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, hi. What's going on? Nice to meet you. I get surprised every single time I'm recognized out in public.
Yeah, me too.
I still do. After 30 years in big league radio broadcasting, I still get surprised. I go, oh, I'm on the radio and someone recognizes me.
Yeah, I know. Like, you're excited to see me, and I'm just trying to look for free food.
Yeah. Trying to stuff my fat face. So, when I got there, there was samplings. A bunch of different restaurants in town had set up booths and were handing out samples, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had my first Mexican orange soda, which now I'm angry that I've waited all this time because it was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know why you've been hesitating. Living in Tucson for all these years.
Listen, I've tried horchata before. And I didn't really go, oh, I've got to have more of that.
Right, so then you wrote off all other Mexican beverages.
No, I didn't. I just, when we go get tacos, I'd get the Coca-Cola in the glass bottle.
Yes.
But I never really saw the other ones. I'm not going to drink a pineapple soda. I see it's there.
Those are delicious, too, though.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
After trying the orange, I'll try the pineapple.
You got to. You got to. I stuffed myself on Absinthe yesterday, too.
Oh, you went back.
Yeah, and then I ate inside. The difference from eating inside and outside is that
A lot hotter inside.
no, the air conditioning, but then you see the grill and them cooking all the meats.
Yeah.
And then the guy, the chef guy, or whatever you want to cook, he'll cut extra carne and just give you pieces of meat.
Yeah.
He's like, here, have this. Like, hell yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah, he was throwing me extra flour tortillas. He goes, you need another? No, I'm good.
You're right.
I'm like, oh man, this taco's kind of leaky. Now I know why he's giving me extra tortillas.
Yeah, he's like, carb up, my friend.
Yeah, I'll take another. So it was a huge event. All these people from Mix, our colleagues, were raving, saying what a wonderful presentation and setup we had over years past. They were all goo goo gaga over it.
Well, that's good. I know that the actual setup for the stage for the Iron Chef looked like a top-notch production.
Didn't it? Yeah.
And they're doing like video of it and everything, so I look forward to seeing how the video turned out, and it's definitely something you could see on TV easily. So they made it aesthetically pleasing for the audience to be able to watch along and be entertained by people cooking.
I found out Sunday, the next day, because I was looking online to see if I could find out who won.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to find anything because all the people that were tweeting about Iron Chef Tucson stopped tweeting right when they said, okay, time for the competition to start.
Yeah.
Then after that, I couldn't find anything else. It's like all the tweeting just dropped off.
So you didn't know who won?
So I didn't know who won, and then I texted Larry on Sunday, and he told me what the secret ingredient was.
Yeah, octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah.
To which I immediately sent him a throwing up emoji.
Oh, no, you kidding me? Octopus is delicious.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Well, you never had like calamari or anything?
I have had calamari so many times.
Okay.
Until I had it the last time.
Oh, okay. You had a bad experience?
I did, yeah. I enjoyed calamari my whole life until the last time I didn't enjoy it.
All right. I understand. I'm the same way with Jack Daniels.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What did Jack do to you?
Jack did not have my back.
Yeah, he'd crawl up in your brain and start pushing brain lobes and stuff, making you do dumb things.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, it took me a while to get my friends back.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there with Jack before.
Oh, yeah.
Line 1's on the air. Who's this?
Robin.
Oh, hi, Robin. Hold on. All right.
Oh, you got no time for Robin.
No, I don't. I can't take care of Robin right now. It's too early.
Oh, what's a good time? Because if she's up right now.
I'll tell you a good time for Robin to call in, for her to chat with me, would be sometime between 10:01 a.m.
I had a feeling.
and 5:59 a.m. the next morning.
No, we're going to hear from her 4 more times today.
Any time in that 20-hour frame, she's welcome to call all day long.
Okay, I'll let her know. I'll give her your cell phone number.
Give her a heads
so she
up.
can call you at 10:01.
Well, that's fine, too, because once I see her number in my phone, I can block it.
Yeah. I'm sure she had an interesting weekend, too. Not eating as much, but.
All right. Hey, real quick. Today starts Win Frank's Money. And I'll tell you this right off the bat. It's not really my money.
Spoiler alert,
Spoiler alert. I don't know why they thought it'd be clever to call it Win Frank's Money, because I ain't got none.
I know why. Because when they do contract negotiations, be like, we would give you this much, but we already gave that out. So
that's right.
We're gonna have to minus.
No, that's
the 30,000.
That's gonna work out in my favor when it comes time to negotiate.
Oh yeah.
You gave away my money without asking.
That's true.
That's called stealing. There's going to be 5 keywords given out every day. Help me out here. 7 a, 8 a. So 7 a.m., 8 a.m. we'll give you keywords. 1 p.m. hour around. These are all approximate times. So around 7 a, around 8 a, around 1 p, around 5 p.
No, 4 p.
4 p. Around 1 and 4 and 9.
Yes. Yeah. Alice Cooper's going to do one. Beth's going to do one. Larry Mack's going to do one. We're going to do 2.
All right. And I think it's $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fancy.
Yeah.
So for the next at least couple weeks, Win Frank's Money, make sure you're listening around these times for keywords. 7A, around 7A, 8A, 1P, 4P, 9P.
It'll be pretty close to like the top of the hour. Right?
So those are the approximate times each day to get a keyword. When you hear the keyword, then you'll log on to klpx.com and you'll send us the keyword. you can enter yourself up to 5 times a day for a chance to win $1,000.
Yeah, and it's important for people to know it's a drawing. So hearing the keyword and putting it in doesn't automatically win you $1,000.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a drawing.
Yeah.
Of all the people that entered the keywords. It's important to understand that just because you heard the keyword and entered it in doesn't mean you win.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure if you win $1,000 once, then you're ineligible for winning again.
Well, that means we can have more winners instead of like the same person winning $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
There'll be other people that will get to enjoy winning a little bit of my money that's not my money.
Exactly. You're going to spread the wealth.
That's right. All right.
Don't you wish you could win your own money, though?
That'd be wonderful.
Be like, it's my money. I want some of it.
Hey, there's a new set of irons I need.
Yeah.
And they cost $1,000.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you better enter the keyword then.
I know.
Put in an alias.
That's right.
And now, in our society, we call this Frank Show Entertainment News.
All right. I don't know where to begin. There's so many things. All right, Brad, let's just get started.
All right. I'm ready.
Police have arrested David Ortiz's shooting mastermind, who was allegedly trying to get his cousin killed. Wait, his own cousin or Ortiz's cousin? I'm confused.
Right, yeah.
Dominican Republic officials announced today that they've arrested the 12th and likely final person connected to the June 9th shooting that hospitalized David Ortiz. Texas resident Victor Hugo Gomez Vasquez.
Oh, he's from Texas? Isn't this the drug dealer guy? Because I thought like immediately after Ortiz was shot, the word was Ortiz was banging a drug dealer's girlfriend and the hit was on him because of it.
And then we also heard that he bought this hot lady $80,000 Lexus the day before.
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah.
And we saw pictures of the hot lady in question. And yeah, give that woman a Lexus.
I know, she's hot.
Oh, man. With an ass like that, give her 2 Lexuses.
Texas resident Victor Hugo Gomez Vasquez was identified as the mastermind last week. And today he was brought into custody in Santo Domingo. Ooh. Now, if I could read Espanol, I'd read this tweet from the Policía Nacional República Dominica. It's all in Espanol, which I don't habla.
Oh. Yeah. It just translates to, we got him.
We see. Police said last week that the gunmen, who were paid $7,800 to shoot someone at the bar where Ortiz was shot, were trying to kill somebody else. It feels like they're covering for Ortiz.
They absolutely are.
This is stupid. Why do they feel the need to cover for Ortiz?
No, you know what it is? I think they're trying to get a lesser sentence by being like, oh, it was our bad. We messed up. We didn't mean to shoot him. We meant to shoot a nobody that you wouldn't care about.
What? So right? That's going to lessen your sentence, I guess.
Yeah. There's some kind of logic behind it.
Let's see. Oh, okay. They were each paid $7,800 to shoot someone at the bar where Ortiz was at. They were trying to kill somebody else who turned out to be Gomez's cousin, Sixto David Fernandez. The two were sitting at the same table, and the gunman supposedly was confused because the two had similar outfits on. Gomez is an alleged member of Mexico's Gulf Cartel. According to the cops' version of events, Alberto Miguel Rodriguez Mota arranged to pay a squad of hitmen, with Gabriela Alexander Perez Viciano serving as the liaison between Mota and the people who inadvertently shot Ortiz. I don't believe any of this. I don't believe any of it.
I know.
I believe that Ortiz was banging some hot lady, bought her a nice car, and a cartel dude said he's got to go.
Yeah.
And they messed up and didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And so now there's a lot of humming.
Yeah, we saw the video as well, too. So it's like nobody else got shot in this situation. The guy went up in point-blank range, shot David Ortiz, and saw him, and there was no mistaking Big Papi in that crowd. You know, he's the big guy, you know, that looks like a super millionaire, like a mega millionaire. I mean, it's in the Dominican Republic. I mean, he sticks out like a sore thumb.
In the meantime, Ortiz's condition seems to be improving. He was transferred out of the intensive care unit, though he still remains in a Boston hospital. And if I'm Big Papi, I think twice before I return to the DR.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they revered him. He was
he's like a god in his own country.
Yeah, that's why he liked going back there.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm sure he could stretch his buck, too. You know?
Well, there's that. Steven Adler. Last week, we reported he stabbed himself in the tum-tum. A representative for Steven Adler now says the self-inflicted wound suffered by the former Guns N' Roses drummer was not a suicide attempt.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The rep told TMZ that Adler suffered a very minor superficial wound as a result of an accident. No further details were disclosed, but the injury was apparently minor enough that Adler does not intend to cancel any of his upcoming tour dates. So it sounds like he was in a manic state, did something stupid, and succeeded in not ending his own life. Mm-hmm. So now you got to put a spin on it.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, I was just playing.
That was just knife games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took my own appendix out,
It started off with the knife between the fingers game.
Yeah.
And I just slipped. Ow!
Yeah, well, that's why you're not supposed to put your hand on your stomach while you play that game.
Yeah, come on, Steve.
And it's so superficial that I had to go to a hospital. Like, if you've cut yourself at home before, right, and not going to the hospital?
I sure have.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, those accidents, you just bandage them up.
As previously reported, paramedics were called to Adler's L.A. home on Thursday evening. He was transported to a local hospital where he was treated for a stab wound to his stomach. Yeah, anytime you got to get taken to a hospital,
yeah,
it's not,
right.
Okay. Okurrrr. Oh, hey, speaking of Okurrrr, Cardi B is not going to be able to cash in on her well-known catchphrase after government officials shut down the hip-hop star and claimed her phrase isn't all that special.
That's weird, right?
She tried to trademark Okurrrr and got refused by government officials. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say something pretty shocking here.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say if Cardi B were white, they would have given her the trademark for Okurrrr. Okurrrr.
Yeah, she's like, I want to spell okay with a U and then 3 R's at the end.
Yeah. And they're like, well, is the white girl going to make money off of it?
Yeah.
All right, let's award her the trademark.
Maybe they didn't appreciate or understand her argument for trying to patent it. And this is her quick clip of her explaining why she wanted to trademark Okurrrr.
Oh, go ahead.
Mad because I trademark Okurrrr. Let me tell you something. Every single time I go to a corporate meeting, these folks be like, oh my God, can we just please hear you say Okurrrr? Every time I go to a TV show, hey, can you teach me how to say Okurrrr? Every time I go do a commercial, hey, can you finish it off with Okurrrr?
Okay, so then that was her argument as to why she wanted to trademark.
If I'm on the trademark panel, I do not award her a trademark either.
Right.
I'm sorry. Every time I go to a meeting, everybody wants to say, can you say Okurrrr? Can you teach me how to say Okurrrr? Yeah, because it's so hard. Yeah.
It is hard.
You got to teach me Okurrrr because I can't figure it out.
You got it down.
Of course I do.
Oh, I can't even do it. I can't roll my R's, Frankie B.
God. Toy Story 4, number one at the box office again. $58 million it took in this weekend, which was a 52% drop.
Yeah.
Annabelle Comes Home comes in at number 2. Yesterday, the fantasy Beatles song movie Danny Boyle directed came in third, $17 million.
You know what? That actually is a big win for them. They're celebrating that, and they said the studio was surprised at how much, or surprised that it even got $17 million.
Yeah.
So that exceeded their expectations. And I don't know how that exceeded their expectations because they've been promoting this movie for a year now.
Yeah, they have. It said the budget on it's $26 million.
So yeah, I mean it's a moneymaker. So how is it only $26 million when you got licensed Beatles songs? Isn't that going to be $100 million in its own?
It just says here on the Box Office Mojo what the budget is, and it's got it in. It just says $26, so I'm assuming it's $26 million.
Yeah. I'm sure it costs more than $26.
Okurrrr.
I might have to put that in my sound bed drops. I don't know.
According to documents obtained by the Beast, Cardi was refused a trademark registration after filing to lock down her phrase, Okurrrr. U.S. Patent and Trademark officials explained that Cardi's slogan falls under the category of widely used commonplace expressions and did not fit the bill to deserve a trademark.
Okay, so they're saying that okay is a widely used expression no matter how you butcher it.
Right, I guess.
Yeah, and you can't just butcher a word that we use every day and then say it's yours.
They also noted that Okurrrr is a slogan, a term that does not function as a trademark or service mark to indicate the source of applicants' goods and or services, and that it does not distinguish itself from other similar trademarks. Ooh, what are the other similar trademarks out there? Is there an OKURR?
No, there's an all right. I can't roll my R's, but I would say all right with like 4 R's. I mean, just any kind of small little word that you would use every day and add a couple more R's.
Can I trademark okay with 3 B's at the end? So I can sound like Mushmouth? Oh, but baby.
You might be onto something.
Trademark me! Oh, but BBB. Looks like Aladdin is Will Smith's highest grossing film of all time now. It looks like it surpassed one of his other dopey Men in Black films or something like that.
That's crazy and that's huge. I mean, obviously, Independence Day, Men in Black. I mean, he had a run where like 3 summers in a row he had the top grossing film, and it didn't seem like Aladdin was that successful. But
yeah. Hey, tell me what you think about this one, Brad. Melissa McCarthy's in talks to play Ursula, the Sea Witch, in Disney's live-action Little Mermaid remake.
I think it's just Hollywood saying, "Okay, who's the fat famous one? Got her."
Why can't the Ursula the Sea Witch be like sexy? Why do they got to make a sea witch like frump?
Yeah, well, that's that's how it was in the cartoon.
Oh, I don't know the cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't watch Little Mermaid. No, I don't sit around and watch Little Mermaid cartoons.
You remember the controversy around Little Mermaid a couple years after it came out?
I just remember when Daryl Hannah played a mermaid in Splash.
Yeah, Splash. Well, the Little Mermaid had a couple controversies attached to it. One, the priest, the preacher that married the Little Mermaid, when they kissed, got an erection.
Wait, in the movie?
In the movie.
Oh, are you talking about a cartoon erection?
Yeah, cartoon erection. So that was there.
Those Disney animators are always up to that no good business.
Yeah.
And it's hysterical.
And on the movie poster, the castle was a golden shaft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it took like 2 years before people noticed that. Now they're going to remake that. And be like, I wonder if they're going to stay true to the original.
Yeah. Is Ursula the Sea Witch being portrayed by Melissa McCarthy? Does she get around?
Does she get around?
Yeah, will she get around? Will she be a loosey-goosey Ursula the Sea Witch?
Well, if it's a Disney villain, they're all slutty.
I want to see an adult version of this. Yeah. Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin says kindergarten teachers are going to hate him when, quote, all these little Daenerys start hitting school.
Why? What? How?
Daenerys. Wow.
Yeah, well, she was the dragon witch, right?
Dragon queen.
Dragon queen.
Yeah.
And she was hot a couple years ago.
So is he saying that young girls are going to come into kindergarten being filled with self-esteem and feeling good about themselves? Is that what he's talking about?
No, I don't know, because as soon as she got self-esteem, started feeling good about herself, she turned evil.
Oh.
And they started killing a bunch of people. So I don't know if that's the best.
I didn't watch last couple seasons.
Yeah, spoiler alert. She turned into a bad guy.
All right. So, do we have time? No, I don't have time. All right. I was going to talk about Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber. There's a big thing going on, which I don't know. I try to wrap my head around it, but...
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like, Taylor sounds hypocritical in this situation, so I'm Team Scooter.
There's a wealthy hedge fund guy that bought Taylor Swift's catalog.
No, he's not even a hedge fund guy. He's self-made.
No, is he?
Yeah. He discovered Justin Bieber on YouTube, started managing him.
Scooter Braun just bought Taylor Swift's music catalog, and Taylor Swift doesn't like Scooter.
Nope.
Taylor Swift says, my entire music catalog is about to be taken over by someone who tried to dismantle it. So that's what she says about Scooter. Justin, by the way, is telling Taylor Swift, hey, listen, everything with Scooter is going to be fine. How about the 3 of us get together and have lunch?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Scooter's wife, on the other hand, is calling Taylor out and just like, hey, you had every opportunity to buy your masters back and you passed.
She's saying that if she wanted to buy back her... they're claiming that she knew about this impending sale for a really long time. Taylor's trying to act like it was just dropped in her lap.
Right. She said that she found out when the world found out. Yeah. And, Scooter's wife went to Instagram and was like, no, bitch, that's not how it went.
Yeah, all right. I've exhausted my limit of interest in Taylor Swift.
I think we filled caught everybody up. Okurrrr.
Okurrrr.
Pay attention.
Right.
Back to the Frank Show now on 96.1 KLPX.
Why when I click on the boxes doesn't it stop the audio, Brad? That's like a week it's been doing that now.
I don't know if you're doing it right or you're doing it ahead of time.
How much time do I need to give this stupid program to realize I've put a check next to an audio source so it doesn't play? Do I need to do it a half an hour before it's supposed to play? A minute? An hour? What is it?
No, you're right. Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that.
You make a note so we can remember to ask engineering.
I'm just going to email engineering right when we're done with this.
Well, I'm going to make a note. I'll forget.
Okay, well, I won't. I'm going to send that email.
Well, you're telling me you're not going to make a note, and I know you'll forget.
No, my email is a note.
I know, but okay.
Yeah.
There's a group of 19 billionaires led by George Soros. Oh, that's all I need to hear.
Oh, isn't he the bad guy?
The George Soros, yeah, that's the guy that funds all these libtards. Who else is part of this 19 billionaires? Facebook co-founder Chris Hughes.
Not the bad one.
Heiress Abigail Disney. These billionaires shock lawmakers by asking to be taxed even more to boost the nation's finances.
What?
What? Abigail Disney, Chris Hughes. I don't know who these people are. They sound like a bunch of losers to me.
Billionaire losers.
Yeah. George Soros. That's all I needed to know know this story was a bunch of bunk.
Right. It's like, what, you want your tax money to pay for more families to raise kids that you could abuse?
George Soros, I get it. You want the government to take more money so you can fund more Antifa domestic terrorists?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I know what they're up to.
More pizza parlors with basements.
Yeah, come on. I see. You think you're clever. You're going to pull one over on me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what's up.
You're not a bad guy just because you give us a lot of money to help us restructure our cities and schools.
By the way, even if our government did agree to take more money from these billionaires, what are they going to do with that money anyway? Is it going to benefit us in any way?
Nope.
No.
Build more drones.
It's going to build more walls, more drones, more rockets, more bombs.
Right.
It's not going towards any kind of food programs or social welfare assistance, none of that.
Right, or schools.
It's going to contractors who are buddies with the muckety-mucks and all that good stuff. But you know what? Who cares about all that? There's a big problem in Alabama.
Oh, yeah, this makes you feel glad that you're dealing with the dry heat in Arizona, right?
In Alabama, it's a bumper year for angry wasps. Alabama's dealing with a new problem called yellow jacket super nests.
Oh, no. Now, yellow jackets, they can keep stinging you. They're not like bees where they sting you and die.
That's right. I got stung in the lip by a yellow jacket when I was in grade school. This is at a church camp, Brad. Okay. And they were getting ready for their church camp evening tent worship service. And I'd gone to see Camp Nurse. Camp Nurse bandaged me up, and I went to see my parents, and they go, who'd you get in a fight with?
So it's your fault. Yeah.
I didn't get in a fight. I got stung by a wasp. No, you didn't. You liar. You got in a fight. Who'd you get in a fight with? A wasp? But this has been my entire life, my parents accusing me of lying.
Right.
So it started out at a very young age.
Oh, man. Yeah. Did it swell up your lip pretty bad?
It looked like I was in a fight. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I can understand why they think you're lying.
Well, that's just because they always assume I am.
So how big are these super nests?
So big they weigh several tons. And each of them contain over 15,000 yellow jackets.
Jesus.
One in South Carolina had over 250,000 yellow jackets in it.
Oh.
250,000 yellow jackets.
So what would you rather have, killer bees or these wasps?
I would rather have neither.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. But the first thing I would do is I would run for the pool right away. That's the safest place to go, I understand.
Stay underwater.
I'll show these bees. I'll stay underwater until they get tired or bored.
Yeah.
Whether he's ready or not. Frank! Now back to the Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX.
I don't know why when I saw this photo it made me laugh.
Yeah, what photo is
that? Well, it's a photo of a lady staring at her phone, and her phone's in her left hand, and she's got tissue in her right hand, and she's looking at her phone, and she's crying.
That's because the opposite. If a guy was looking at his phone with tissues in his right hand, he'd be looking at something completely different.
And it's a whole story about how people get dumped by text.
Yeah.
And it's a photo of a lady crying on her phone.
Oh.
Millions have been dumped by text, a new study has found. A poll of 2,000 unlucky in love adults found that more than 1 in 5 has seen their relationship come to an end following a quick text.
Yeah, I've been there.
So, you have been there, Brad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as 1 in 8 has been ghosted, where a relationship has ended with no explanation and sudden withdrawal from all communications. Have you done the ghosting before, Brad? Have you ghosted? Have you been ghosted?
Unfortunately, I've been ghosted and I have done the ghosting. It's a bad habit of mine.
However, 13% would actually prefer to be dumped by text, avoiding the awkward breakup phone call or the humiliation of being told it's not you, it's me in a coffee shop or a restaurant.
Right.
So this is like the top phrases people use when they dump people via text.
Right, that's good. This is good for anyone out there that has to dump someone and it's maybe their first time and they don't know what to say.
It's also emerged more than half of the adults have felt guilty about breaking up with someone, with nearly a quarter using the classic breakup line of, we need to talk, while 17% have endured the typical, it's not you, it's me.
It was crazy because a lot of times that is the case, right? It's not you, like you're into me, it's me, I'm not into you.
Other common lines to finish with someone include, I just need some time for me.
Yeah.
Or, I need space. Or, we're looking for different things. The study also found it takes 10 weeks to get over a relationship.
Ooh, really?
10 weeks.
Most of my relationships don't even last half that long.
I was going to say, 10 weeks. More than a third said a night out with your guy or gal pals is the ideal way to move on from ghosts of relationships past. 16% advising to delete your ex on social media. Well, you want to know who they're banging.
Yeah, exactly. You want to kind of keep tabs and be like, good for you, or I'm doing better than you, and makes me feel better about myself.
Recent Twitter thread divulged some of the funniest and harshest ways women have been given the boot by their partners. Some of the reasons include being unable to drive, flat out ghosting, and not doing the right voice when reading aloud.
Oh.
Before concluding with the statement, the only polite way to break up with someone is to die.
Oh.
Well, that's not very good.
Yeah, and then that's not a polite way to break up with someone because then they mourn you.
Yeah.
Got to go through the whole process of talking to friends and family.
All right, so top 10 breakup lines. Number 10, I don't know how to tell you this, but...
Huh? And then fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
But you smell weird.
Number 9, top 10 breakup lines. Hey, there's someone else.
Ooh, that's just straight up saying I found someone better in bed than you.
That's got to be hurtful.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Number 8 breakup line. I just need some time for me.
Yeah, that's just straight BS. You know it.
This number 7 breakup line was the line I used before I got into a serious relationship with my wife.
Okay.
I'm not ready for a serious relationship.
Right. So if you were to translate that, what would that mean?
I could tell you what it meant at the time.
Yeah.
What it meant at the time was I wasn't ready for a serious relationship.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was juggling so many babes, Brad. Oh my goodness.
But you were ready for a serious relationship because your next relationship was serious, right? With your wife. So,
it was when I met my wife. I told her that on the second date because I could tell things were going to get serious.
Oh yeah,
but I really wasn't ready. I genuinely wasn't ready.
Yeah, you're like, let me just bang a couple of these side chicks real quick.
It wasn't even about that. It was like me mentally preparing myself to be with one person for the rest of my life because it's a mind F.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you get depressed at all?
No, I just needed 6 months to get myself mentally prepared. Honest to God, that's what it was.
And what is that? Just kind of beating yourself down and giving up over those 6 months?
No.
Sorry, I'm not a romantic.
No. I was 33, and I was desperate for my mom to realize that I'm heterosexual.
So you had to put a ring on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I go, here's one that's silly enough to say yes.
Yeah. So what do I got to do to prove to you I'm straight? I got to, let's say, be depressed and not have sex. There you go.
There's some grandkids, Mom. Now leave me alone.
Right.
Top 10 breakup lines. I've been thinking.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's never good.
I've been thinking. Here's another one. I need space. Oh, okay. Number 4 breakup line. I don't think I'm the right person for you.
I've used that before. But, rightfully so. I felt like I was being the bigger person to be like, hey, I know your type. I'm just not that type. You're not going to like me.
We're looking for different things. And the top 2 breakup lines. Number 2, it's not you, it's me. And the number 1 breakup line. We need to talk.
Oh, man. All right. Dun, dun, dun.
We need to talk, do we?
Nothing good comes out of that conversation following we need to talk.
Listen, you sent me the link for this article, Brad, and this article's filled with really attractive women holding a phone in their hand with tissues laying around them on a couch, looking really sad. Have you scrolled through all these photos?
Yeah, it's nice.
They're stupid stock photos.
Yeah.
But I love them all.
I like the first one, the blonde, because she's showing ample cleavage. While she, look sad, but bend over. I
know. But the excruciating, painful, tearful look on her face takes away all attractiveness.
Right, yeah.
That's why I'm going for the brunette down at the bottom, because she's not sobbing. She's just a little forlorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you looking at the brunette?
Oh, yeah. She looks like Catherine Schwarzenegger.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, she's good.
I don't know anything about Catherine Schwarzenegger.
I would break up and make up with her so hard.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Is it because it's Arnold's daughter and you just love the Schwarzenegger?
Well, no. She looks hotter than Catherine Schwarzenegger. I actually don't see that much appeal.
Does Catherine look hotter than her dad?
Yeah, well, yeah. Depends. I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence because he's spectacular.
Yeah, he is. 7:20. All right. Dumbass of the day next. We've got a guy that broke into Wendy's, a guy who broke into a sheriff's office. There's a drunk Uber driver, and a school in New York has recalled its yearbooks because a teacher listed a silly quote.
Terrible.
Oh, these silly teachers. Dumbass of the day next.
Here's more Frank on 96.1 KLPX.
All right. Hey, Brad, I put 2 stops in there on that one. I did it like an hour ago, and it worked fine.
Well, there you go. You figured it out.
Well, I figured out I've got to do it anywhere from a half an hour to an hour ahead of time in order for there not to be any mistakes.
I don't know. I think it's got to be something else, too.
Happy Monday. Tomorrow, U.S. women take on the British ladies in a Ladies World Cup quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Phil Neville, the England ladies coach, has accused the U.S. women's team of spying.
Nice. Do they have Coach Bill Belichick as a consultant for the team?
Perhaps.
Yeah. Then we're going to win.
The quarterfinals and finals are, well, I guess the finals probably in Lyon, but the quarterfinal that the U.S. women are playing is in Lyon.
Okay.
So the final would be in Paris, I guess.
Okay.
The ladies, England ladies team is staying at a hotel. And I guess 2 representatives from the U.S. women's team went to that hotel. Not while the England women were there at the hotel, but while they were out practicing.
Right.
Now, the U.S. contingent says they're scouting out hotels in the city. But the British side is saying, no, you're spying. And you've fallen out of etiquette with how these games are supposed to be played.
Of course, the British people are complaining about our etiquette. I mean, they got super etiquette.
So, anyway, there's a little shenanigans going on. And this England side, these ladies are all chomping at the bit. And this matchup tomorrow, I can't wait. U.S. women and England women.
Really?
Yeah, these England women, the ladies scene in Europe has just grown leaps and bounds in the past 5 years because all these European countries have started their own domestic women's leagues.
Yeah.
So the quality of football in Europe is growing leaps and bounds. So this England squad is all amped and they're ready. This game tomorrow is going to be a big deal. I'm excited.
But it sounds like they're making excuses already so that if they do lose, they could blame the U.S. for not playing fairly.
You have to, right?
I guess.
Yeah, you got to set things up in advance. Let's do dumbass.
I think you're stupid. Real stupid.
He suffered brain damage. Brain damage.
Dumbass of the day.
Florida police have arrested a thief they've nicknamed the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Who allegedly broke into 2 restaurants, made himself a meal, and then robbed the establishments. 34-year-old Patrick Benson allegedly broke into a Jensen Beach, Florida Wendy's, where he grilled and ate a burger before stealing the restaurant's safe. The sheriff's office said Benson also burglarized another local restaurant and attempted to rob a gas station, but couldn't get inside. A suspect coined as the modern-day Hamburglar doesn't appear to have any problem making himself right at home after breaking into local food establishments to make himself a burger.
Yeah.
Officials said in a release. The suspect has been successful at forcing his way into 2 restaurants, cooking himself some dinner, then stealing what he can't consume.
See, that's insane, because I know they don't leave the grill on overnight. So you had to turn the grill on.
It takes a while for it to heat up and everything.
Yeah, so he's just taking his sweet-ass time, and he still got away.
Not only that, but he knows what he's doing. So
he worked at Wendy's before.
He had to have. I wouldn't be able to break into a Wendy's and start frying up my own burger. I wouldn't know what to turn on.
I know. I mean, I've worked at Jack in the Box, but I know they're not all that... they're not all the same. So.
Officials say Benson used a brick or large rock to break the restaurant's windows and get inside. Security footage shows the thief working his way around the restaurants after hours and selecting the items he wanted to steal. The snack and pack burglar left behind hundreds of dollars in damage. Benson was charged with burglary, grand theft, and attempted burglary and is now in the Martin County Jail.
See, did they not have an alarm system? He smashed his way in. And then took his sweet-ass time. That's crazy.
I don't know. But this dude's huge, man. I wouldn't want to be a copper having to bring this guy down. He's like 6'5".
Really?
It looks like, yeah. He's a big guy.
Oh, so he probably made like a 3x3, like a triple stack.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
At least he brought the donuts. A man broke into King County Sheriff's Office administrative space in Fairwood, southeast of Renton, saying he needed a preventative jail stent, according to the sheriff's office. But he also had a gift for the deputies he knew would come. The 26-year-old man shattered the storefront's glass windows shortly after midnight last week, sat down in a back room where deputies usually do paperwork, put up his feet, turned on the TV, and lit a cigar. When deputies arrived, he said he would rather go to jail for breaking into the storefront than kill his roommate.
Okay.
Sheriff's office said Sergeant Ryan Abbott, a spokesman, said the man did not elaborate on the roommate's perceived offenses. Fearing deputies would be mad at him for the break-in, the suspect brought along a peace offering, a fresh box of donuts that he'd just purchased from a nearby grocery store. What cop doesn't love donuts, right? The suspect got his wish and was booked into the King County Jail on investigation of malicious mischief and trespassing. The Post says the fate of the donuts was not known. You don't throw those donuts away, coppers. How dare?
Would you take donuts from a guy that is about to go to jail?
I would ask him. I would look at him in his face, and I would say, "Did you tamper with these donuts?" And when he tells me the truth and says no,
I don't know. Yeah, you seem like a trustworthy person that I'm going to arrest right now. Hey, we don't accept food from listeners.
That's not true.
You will eat it? I won't eat it. I don't eat anything that's given to me.
The only thing I won't eat from a listener is listener fudge. That's a 20-year standing rule.
Right.
No fudge. Anything else is fine. Listener breakfast burrito, it's always going to be good.
Oh, yeah? What about that time Luke gave us those dog burritos?
That wasn't a breakfast burrito, was it?
No, it wasn't. He messed that up big time. I'm still mad at that.
An Uber driver who pulled over for some me time ended up getting into a tussle with officers. Elliot Buonanno Andrade, he's 48 years old, of Ipswich Street, was charged with interfering with police and driving under the influence. He was released after posting a $1,000 bond. Police said officers were dispatched to Old Tannery Road for a suspicious vehicle, and they found a white BMW sedan parked on the side of the road, and its windows were fogged up.
Oh.
Hold on, I need the thing. Hold on, stand by. Yeah. And its windows were fogged up.
And he was by himself? He's going at it so hard that he fogged up his own windows?
Police said when officers approached the car, they saw Elliot reclined and masturbating in the driver's seat. When an officer knocked on the car window, police said the driver appeared confused and started to pull his pants up. I know that move.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a very confusing time.
Police said, I asked Elliot what he was doing, and he stated, I work for Uber. Police said there was an open case of beer on the passenger side floor of the car. When Elliot was asked to recite the alphabet, police said he started with D and ended at K. D, E, F, G, K. I'm out.
I think he spelled it D-I, and then,
When he was ordered from the car, Elliot got out and began reaching into his pants. Police said, fearing he had a weapon, they struggled with him before bringing him to the ground. Elliot began yelling that the object he was reaching for was a sex toy, which he then pulled out of his underwear. Uber, this is the part of the story that surprises me the most.
Yeah.
Uber did not immediately return emails for comment.
What? Why? Come on, Uber. Make a comment on this guy. Be like, well, he's still got 4 stars, so we're going to leave him on the road. Ridiculous.
Just let him drive. All right, so there's your guy, your dumbass for the guy.
This is a guy that doesn't half-ass it when it comes to me time. Yeah. To fog up your windows, that's a lot of activity.
And then he had a sex toy in his undies.
Yeah, exactly.
And when he went to pull it out, the cops got nervous and thought he was reaching for a gun.
Yeah. He's like, no need to cuff me and stuff me. All you need to do is cuff me.
I'm already... and then a New York school district will hand out improved versions of the yearbook this year because a teacher was quoted naming Adolf Hitler as his favorite person in history.
Oh, boo that person.
On a yearbook page with a blurb called Meet the New Guy on the Block.
He's the new guy?
Jeff Okurrrr, a new history teacher at Whitesville Central School, praised the German dictator responsible for the Holocaust that executed 6 million Jewish people in World War II.
They don't proofread this before it goes, and this happens all the time with yearbooks, right? This is a school. Like, their job is to proofread assignments all the time.
You see, what they end up doing a lot of times is there'll be like one teacher that's the sponsor of the yearbook group.
Yeah.
And that one teacher, a lot of times, doesn't do all the proofreading.
Yeah, obviously.
Expects the students to cover most of it. According to WIVB, when asked to name his favorite person in history, Okurrrr said Adolf Hitler, who did many great things for Germany and their youth before the infamous Holocaust. Adolf was ousted and faced many hardships early in life, which a lot of people can relate to. Adolf is arguably the greatest public speaker in the history of the world. Adolf made many great strides to make Germany a world superpower.
Jesus. So he didn't just say one little quote.
He's into it.
He wrote an article.
He loves it. Lori Sanders, the superintendent of the school district, told WIVB that Okurrr's message was lost. I don't think he was joking. He was really looking at it through a lens of history and not... He wasn't applauding anything. Now, is this a superintendent trying to make excuses?
Yeah, trying to. No, he was absolutely applauding. When you call him the greatest public speaker of all time, that's an applaud.
So the superintendent said he wasn't applauding anything he did. It's questions that were asked of him and written down, and he never got to see the entire writing.
No.
There were other errors, too, Sanders explains. When we read it, we felt that anything that promoted or maybe perceived to imply hate, regardless of the intent, does not belong in the yearbook at our school. Oh, really? That's what a brave, bold stance you've taken.
Jeez.
Hey, guys, maybe we shouldn't include the Nazis this year.
This year?
It's 2019. How did you finally get to this point?
Oh, man. See, I know schools don't proofread their yearbooks. In my freshman year, I was in the yearbook twice. Once under my name, Brad, and the other under Phil McGroin. And they had no clue.
No, they don't pay attention.
Thank God it's radio. You do not want to see this. Here's more Frank on 96.1 KLPX.
Oh, my God. I'm just reading about this British lady that got booted off of a flight. I feel so bad for her. Oh, this poor lady.
Gosh, she's beautiful, too.
A woman was booted off of an EasyJet flight because her outfit was too low cut. Stunned mother of 2, 31-year-old Harriet, was told her partially see-through top was unsuitable as children were on board. What are you talking about?
Right.
Every single one of these kids is breastfed at some point.
Exactly. She was just letting people know the grocery store was open.
It is a little see-through. I mean,
it looks like lingerie, but she had nipple tape, so that was her defense.
It says the makeup artist, who was not wearing a bra but had nipple covers and tape, covered up with a jumper with her friend's hoodie, but still was not allowed back on. Now, what's the reason for that?
Exactly.
That's some bull ass. Harriet had to sleep on the floor at the airport in Spain with her friend. before they flew home the next day. This is outrageous. She blasted. The crew were horrible. It made me feel cheap. This air hostess confronted me in front of the whole plane and said I wasn't allowed on in that top. She said to me, "Oh no, move to the side," and then tried to cover me up with my hands. She said, "You're not coming on my plane like that. You need to put a top on." Then she ordered me off the plane, so of course I put a top on. When I tried to get back on, she turned to the ground crew and said, "She's not coming on my plane." I was escorted away from the aircraft. I was in shock. It was so sexist.
She was, sexist? Was it a female attendant? Is it sexist for me to assume that it was a female flight attendant? Or?
I just burst out crying. We had to walk back through the terminal where Spanish police stopped to question us. They were baffled when I told them why we'd been kicked off. Harriet, who spent the weekend at a relative's house, had to pay another $150 for another flight. Harriet said, "I never show off my body at home, but I felt spontaneous as I was on vacation, so it made me feel self-conscious." A source said some passengers complained to the crew that they could see Harriet's nipples. EasyJet said we can confirm a passenger traveling from Malaga to Stansted on June 23 was unable to travel due to behaving disruptively. Oh, now they're changing it.
Yeah.
Now they're lying and saying her behavior was disruptive.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm looking at this picture, and I look close up. I could definitely see the areola.
I know. I was disrupted a little bit myself.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great vacation outfit.
Following concerns about her clothing, crew politely requested that the customer wear an additional top for the flight, which the customer agreed to. However, she then proceeded to act disruptively towards a member of our crew. Oh, this poor woman. Just let her on the friggin' plane already. So what? She's got sweater meat. For days.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a dude that's kicking her off, then this guy just mad. He's like, "I'm too sexually attracted to you. You got to go." And that's
hey,
it.
Brad?
Yeah.
Have you ever encountered male airline hostesses? Or stewards or whatever?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the percentage of them are straight.
No. And the ones I came across, stereotypically, fell into the category
of not straight.
Yeah, not straight.
I don't know that I've ever met a straight acting male flight attendant.
I'll say this, though. That's a great job for a straight man because he works with a lot of attractive ladies.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I mean,
seriously. No, not me. I'm married.
Well, yeah, but if I was younger, single, and I guess you have to be skinny enough, but...
Yeah, you do need to be skinny. You don't want to weigh the plane down.
Right, you gotta walk down the aisles.
Yeah, hey, we're going to have to ditch some of this luggage. Our cabin and crew are trained to assess all situations and act quickly and appropriately. We do not tolerate abusive or threatening behavior towards our staff. I don't believe this lady said one threatening or disruptive thing to staff. I think she walked on with her beautiful breasts.
Yep.
And was instantly deemed inappropriate, and the airline's lying. Oh, man, she's gorgeous.
She is. She really is.
She says the cabin crew were horrible and made her feel cheap. I feel like she needs to have that made up to her.
Yes, she does.
She needs someone that knows how to not cheat or treat.
Well, she had a friend with her. I'm sure he offered to be the big spoon.
Why do you assume is a male?
Because they were on vacation. She was dressing sexy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She's already got 2 kids anyway. So.
Right. And it's probably the boyfriend while the dad was watching the 2 kids at home.
Yeah,
they
right.
Were split up because she's so hot she can't stay in a relationship
for
too long.
He's not having sex with her anymore, but some strange stud is.
Yes, it's Spanish, Don.
It's always the way.
Yeah.
7:56. We'll be right back.
More.
You can only
Oh, he's got it. You just can't smell it. Ooh, The Frank Show, 96.1 KLPX. Frank Show. Mornings on 96.1 KLPX.
I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time. 'Cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind. It's not the perfume that you wear, it's not the ribbons in your hair. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. I don't mind you hanging out talking in your sleep. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to feed. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to bleed. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. 'Cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind, yeah. It's not the perfume that you wear, it's not the ribbons in your hair. I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to feed. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to bleed. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to feed. I guess you're just what I needed. That's what I needed. I needed someone to bleed. Yeah, yeah. So feed me. You're just what I needed. You're just what I needed. You're just what I needed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whether he's ready or not. Frank! Now back to the Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's Cardi B, isn't it? Yeah, Cardi. Yeah, Cardi B tried to get trademarked, and the government said no. They said, that's stupid. We're not trademarking that. All you did was say okay and then add 3 R's after the end. I think government officials made the right choice on this one. We don't need this trademark. Although, I'll tell you what, I think I could make a pretty penny off of my snowshoe cat, George.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I bet you if I trademarked George, he'd be the new Grumpy Cat.
Oh, yeah, why?
Because he looks kind of like Grumpy Cat.
Oh, okay.
And Grumpy Cat passed away.
Yeah, like the age of 7, so.
Early. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sad.
They spoiled that cat. That's what you get. See, when cats get rich, the fat cats, they die young.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's why they call them fat cats.
Tina Turner's got a book out. I'm finding out all kinds of stuff about Tina. My wife was watching this movie. The Tina Turner, Ike and Tina story. There was a scene there where they were doing it, where they were making love. And I walked through the living room and I saw what was going on my TV, and I said, hey, what's Ike doing? Is he hurting her again? What's going on?
Does it sound the same?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I saw you flinch for that phone, but like, oh,
no,
I don't want to do that yet.
No, I saw who was on.
Yeah, he had a Cardi B joke, an Okurrrr joke.
It's like classic lock and load, rock and roll.
I like how he's queued up. He's ready to go. You don't even have to say hi to him anymore. He just keeps talking until, and maybe you hear it, maybe you not. I mean, I miss out on all the stuff he's saying when he's on hold.
I don't need to hear anything he's saying. I'm good. Gayle King interviewed Tina Turner on CBS Sunday Morning and said that when she first heard the demo for What's Love Got to Do With It, Tina didn't like it.
What?
And she didn't want to perform. She didn't want to record. She didn't want to do that song. At the time, she was only doing hotels and casinos.
Right.
Producer Roger Davies persuaded her to do the song. It became Tina's first #1 hit and it would change her career in life forever at the age of 44.
It made her a megastar, known for her awesome legs.
Dude, what year were we talking here?
In the 80s.
85 or something? I was 14 years old.
Uh-huh.
And I was really discovering, at that point, my own boner.
Right. Did Tina help you with that?
She sure did.
The day of recording, Roger said, Tina, I think the song is going to hit. So I said, okay, I can sing it. I said, but I don't like it, Roger. You must understand. So I went in the studio and I applied my voice compared to the girls. You teened it up. I teened it up, yes.
What's love got to do? Got to do.
How'd she not like that?
What's love? Because she heard some other lady singing it, and it didn't appeal to her.
Nah, you know what it was? She was too old to know what was cool at the time. Yeah.
Well, she's 44. That happened.
Right. And be like, hey, I understand it's not old school Motown, but hey, it's 1984. This is what the kids listen to.
Tina thought Ike was ugly when she first met him.
Yeah, well.
She later found out Ike changed her name without even asking. He came home with a pressed record of A Fool in Love, and the label on the record said Ike and Tina Turner. She was surprised since her name was really Anna Mae Bullock.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a new book out called My Love Story. So.
I thought he was the ugliest person I'd ever seen. I'd never seen anybody that skinny, but he had a presence. And then I watched him, and he got on stage, and he started, I thought, oh, wow, I want to sing with that band. It just came home from the record company, and he said, here's the record. And I said, who's Tina? He said, you're Tina. Tina Turner. It was really hard to say in the beginning.
I bet.
Tina Turner.
Wait, I'm your wife now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I like how she's like, I thought he was ugly at first, and I found out years later he's ugly on the inside, too.
Yeah. During a gig in Vegas on Friday, Paul McCartney brought on Steven Tyler to help him with Helter Skelter.
That's awesome. Where was that again?
That was in Vegas. So Larry Mack, our colleague, went to the Phoenix show.
Yeah, why couldn't this be in Phoenix?
A couple of nights before. Because Steven Tyler didn't go to the Phoenix show. But Larry Mack told me that Paul did 36 songs.
Insane. For his age.
36.
Yeah.
How many hours is that? That's like 3 at least.
Yeah.
At least.
The stamina on that man, dude.
I don't know how. Well,
and he's not even calling it his farewell tour. At this point, I mean, like Ozzy, every time he goes out, he calls it a farewell tour because you never know. Paul's like, I got 10 more in me.
I don't know. I thought that was the whole thing when the tickets went on sale for this tour. It was a swan song.
No. No, they never advertised it like that.
Dennis Quaid sang Riders on the Storm with a band called The New Experience featuring Doors guitarist Robbie Krieger. When did this happen?
Riders on the storm.
All right, it sounds awful. I can't take it.
Dennis Quaid he's Looney Tune. Him and his brother are both nuts.
Why?
There's like 7 people in that bar.
Is this the guy with the crazy beard?
No, that's Randy Quaid.
That's Randy, okay.
Yeah.
Dennis is the guy doing the insurance commercials.
Yes.
You've not seen them, so you don't know.
No, yeah, but I know that it's not Randy Quaid doing those insurance commercials, so by process of elimination, yeah.
That's got to be Dennis.
Got to be.
So wait, why is Dennis crazy? He's the handsome actor that's doing the insurance commercials.
I'm telling you, the Quaid brothers, they probably did a lot of coke in the 80s, and they were both big in the 80s because Randy fell off, but Dennis definitely, he loves the sauce. And there's been plenty of stories.
Dennis does?
Oh, yeah.
But Randy's the one that is like gone off grid crazy.
No, Randy like literally live streamed himself having sex with his wife.
Yeah.
Like super crazy, living in Canada,
weird, yeah.
Can't come back to the States or he'll get arrested.
That's right, yeah.
The Quaid brothers.
So wait, why did I just close out the audio? There's got to be way more to Dennis singing Riders of the Storm that I missed out on. What was that? like a dog without a bro, rock-a-dig-a-big-a-do.
Riders on the star. He sings it like I would sing it.
Dig-a-dabba-doo-da-bone, it's a wada-wada. So stupid. Oh, there's a website called The Stacker, and they put together a list of controversial songs from each year. From 1929 all the way up until this year. The one that really stands out is an entry from 1943, Bing Crosby's I'll Be Home for Christmas. What could possibly be controversial about that song? I'm hoping this is audio of the song. Let's see here.
I'll be home for Christmas. If only my dream.
That's it.
What?
That's it. I don't know how they could release that. Outrageous.
What is it?
I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. How are the troops in World War II going to feel when they hear that?
That's really it?
It says, apparently record execs were worried that the line, I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams, would lower the morale of troops fighting overseas in World War II.
That's the controversy.
Yeah, that's real controversial.
I thought he was going to say something about Jews.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking, I'll be home for Christmas, and then something sexual.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, baby, it's cold outside, right?
No.
Well, that song was...
Baby, I'll be home for Christmas, if only my peen.
Yeah.
Right?
If only if you're in the nude.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There's a bunch of country stars that are getting pregnant. That's great. Okay.
It's very country of them.
Move on from that. There was one other bit of audio that I wanted to play here. Oh, God, this is a feel-good story, too.
The Chick-fil-A dude?
Chick-fil-A dude?
Yeah.
No, I don't know nothing about Chick-fil-A dude.
A Chick-fil-A worker jumped through a drive-through window to save a kid.
Teenage employee at Chick-fil-A in Georgia climbed through the drive-thru window last week and used a pocket knife to save a 6-year-old kid who was being strangled by his own seatbelt. The employee's name is Logan, and he said he does feel like a hero.
Hell.
Good. I'm sick and tired of heroes brushing it off like it's no big deal.
Right. No, he's like, yeah, you should celebrate me. I should get
finally for once.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of shocked right now myself that all this has happened. I just jumped out the window and ran straight down to the car. I think it was the quickest option.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Did he just say that he jumped out of the window and ran for the car?
Yeah. Is he in Jersey?
It's in Georgia, that said.
Oh.
Was he a Boston transplant? I got to hear that again before I determine if this kid's a hero.
Right.
Yeah.
Ran straight down to the car. I think
he said car.
He did say car.
It was the quickest option. Like, it was right there. I saw the car right there. You could see he was...
Yeah, this is a Boston kid in Georgia. This is some bull F.
No, I don't know. A couple words before that, it seems like he might have a speech impediment.
No, he's got a Boston impediment.
Turning red and losing pigmentation in his face.
I'm amazed, like, he didn't...
I hear it now.
It's like a lisp.
No,
Yeah.
It's a kid who can't pronounce his Oz, which is sad.
Panic. As his mother, I would have panicked. I'd have been running around probably going, oh my gosh, what do we do?
I do feel like a hero.
Oh, hero. Oh.
I do feel like a hero.
Yeah, well, you sound like a 3-year-old, but you feel like a hero.
He is a hero.
He is a 3-year-old.
I'm sorry. No, he's a 17-year-old hero. Any kid that can't pronounce his Oz and saves a kid is always going to be a hero.
Yeah, oh, man.
God.
Your kid is a...
Well, how about those stupid mom put his kid in speech therapy or something? It's not the kid.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
And he's working the drive-thru window. Imagine that when you're welcome to... I can't even do it, dude.
Welcome, Chick-fil-A. Can I take your order? I know, that's what you're going for. 9:23. We'll be right back.
96.1 KLPX. More Frank on the way.
Hey, it's Frank from the world-famous Frank Show, and apparently I'm giving you my money. What? Win Frank's Cash is brought to you by Curtis Plumbing. Every weekday in July, I'm giving you $1,000 a day. We'll give out 5 different keywords a day for a chance to win my money. What? Keywords will be given out around 7A, 8A, 1P, 4P, and 9P, Monday through Friday. Then all you have to do is enter them in our website. The more keywords you hear a day, the more chances you'll have to win that day's $1,000 prize. More details on how you can win Frank's Cash, my money, what? At KLPX.com.
Go deeper. Listen to KLPX2, Deep Cuts on your HD radio at 96.1